Hi, it's Suzanne at Nechala Healing, and I am just waiting for Eva to show up because she is the first session of 2026. I'm excited to have her come because she is such a phenomenal channel. She brings through the highest light, the archangels, and we get a lot of really good, insightful information when she does a session. So I'm excited that you're here, and I'm looking forward to doing the facilitating for this session and talking with the collective again, getting some answers for humanity. There's a whole variety of questions that we have laid out, and I'm just looking forward to it. I'm glad you're here. It's been several years since I've been steady with videos coming out, but I think there gets to be a point where you start to hear the same things over and over, and I felt there needed to be a bit of time to step back from this, allow integration in my own personal life, awakening in my own personal life, and understanding things that are going on in the around the world globally. So I think it's important that as I step back into this, we ask questions a little bit differently. We go a little bit deeper, and we find out for humanity all that we can to help us be prepared, to help us wake up without any issues, to bring ease and peace into our life, and all while staying humble and in the heart. So I hope that we get some great answers for you guys today and for us. And at the end of the session, I will have Eva say a few words, like we always like to do the after party at the beginning of the video, so you'll probably see that first. But anyway, thank you for being here. This is session 143, and let's go. I'm excited.
I immediately could see cobblestone streets. I could hear people talking. And noise, I see old buildings.
Describe the buildings. What do they look like?
The buildings almost look like Western, as if I'm in a Western movie or something. They're boards, and there's signs, and there's barrels, and I can see other horses and people and women. Women holding umbrellas and big skirts. I see men with hats. I honestly feel like I'm in a Western or something. This is crazy.
What is it? Is it light out or dark out, or?
No, it's light.
And what's the sense you feel in the air, the energy of that place?
It's just calm. Well, not calm, but kind of people are bustling around, just living life. I can hear like seagulls, so there must be water close by.
See if you can scan the ground there and look for that water.
It's almost like the town is built around this lake, or a big lake, or
It's around a lake?
Yeah.
What country do you feel like you're in?
I don't know, it just feels familiar.
And how do you feel? Do you feel male or female? Or are you just observing?
I'm observing, but if I look down, I can almost see leather pads, like chaps. I don't think I'm female. My hands look worn.
Are you holding anything in your hands?
No. No, there's nothing in my hands.
And do your hands look male or female?
Male.
Male. And do they look older male or young male?
No, older, like maybe 40s or 50s.
And do you feel like you have a purpose there? Like,
yeah, I do actually.
what is it that you do there?
Something about the law. I can see a vest and I see a holster with a gun.
See if you can feel up on the upper part of your vest. Do you feel any?
There's a metal star, kind of like, yeah, I feel like I'm a sheriff or something. Like I'm the law. People aren't really looking at me. They're just walking, minding their business. It feels like an ordinary day. The sun is shining.
Do you feel like there's anywhere you need to get to, or is there an urgency, or?
No. I feel like I gotta go to the saloon. I can see it.
What's happening at the saloon?
I feel thirsty, like I just want to go grab a drink.
Well, move over there and tell me what you see when you get there.
Well, the doors swing open and it's kind of like dimly lit. There's tables, there's people sitting, just playing their cards, just drinking. I see a very long bar. There's a gentleman there with a bull hat. And he's got a vest as well.
Do you recognize him?
He looks familiar. He's got a mustache.
How would you know him? How do you know him?
I know him. I go there all the time.
Is he a friend or a relative?
No. He's just familiar. He serves me. He calls me by name.
What is your name?
He calls me Bob.
Bob?
Yeah. Has to be if I want my usual. It's whiskey.
Do you go there a lot?
I must.
And it's acceptable to drink back at that time? Like, is there a reason you feel the need to drink?
No, it's just something everybody does. It's almost like the place where all the men go.
There's no women there?
There is. The women are dressed in their fancy dresses. They're just entertaining. The men bringing drinks to the table, food. I hear clatter. It's just an ordinary day. We're just having drinks. Because it's hot out.
Do you know, can you see anything that has a date on it?
1868.
1868.
There's a little calendar on by the bar.
What month are you in?
I feel like it's May.
And the temperature of what's it like outside? Was the weather warm
It's
or cold?
sunny. It's warm. It's sunny. It's dusty.
What's the name of the town you're in?
Can't see it.
Okay, well, let's move out of the saloon and tell me where else you want to go. What else you may have to take care of.
I have a brown horse. And I'm just going down the main street. Just patrolling. And I feel the urge to just go to the water.
Well, go there. Go there now and tell me what you see.
I'm at the lake. It just looks peaceful. The sun is rippling over the water. I can see the clouds in the distance. And I almost feel like I want to go for a swim. But there's too many clothes. And it's not time.
It's not time for a swim?
Yes.
Is there a specific time when that takes place?
No, there's a time in the evening. I feel like I'm always working. There's a lot of tension. Working, it's a heavy responsibility. You're always on call. There's no rest.
What do you do at the end of a work day? Where do you go?
I have a small house. And I have a wife. And she's in the house cooking. I don't see children.
What's around your house? Is it private or are amongst other homes?
It's more like at the edge of town. There's a porch. It's not a big house. It's just enough for me and my wife.
And what's your wife's name?
Mary Beth.
Mary Beth. And how long have you been married to her?
A few years. I don't know. It feels like I've known her for a while.
And how is it when you return home from work? What's the feeling like?
It's relaxing and peaceful. It smells good. She's welcoming and kind. She has soft hands. Pretty face. Brown hair. Plain clothes. A wooden table. There's a fireplace. She has a fire on, even though it's hot.
And why would she have the fire on?
For cooking.
Oh, for cooking. What is she making you for dinner?
There's a big black pot there. It smells like meat and beans. She's baking something too. They look like biscuits.
Okay, well, let's move away from your home right at this time and go to another time in the life of that man where there's important information for you that you may need to understand. You can move away from there now and be in the next location and tell me what you see.
I see a courthouse and a judge.
A courthouse and a judge?
Yes.
And what's happening in the courthouse?
There's some criminals who were arrested and they have to face trial. They're going to be hung.
And how do you factor into being there?
I arrested them. I'm like a witness.
What did they do?
I can see one. I can see the other. I can't see the other one, but he's there. They're her children. I don't know if they meant to hurt the child or they kidnapped it. And something happened to the child.
And you were the one that arrested them?
Mm-hmm. Yes. One is almost bald, grayish hair, very weathered. Can't see the other one.
So what's going to happen now while you're there? Do you need to go up on the stand or do you need to?
No, they're getting sentenced. I'm there for the sentencing and to witness the judgment. They're being judged.
Okay. How do you feel about this taking place? That you were the one that arrested them. How does that feel for you?
Well, I'm angry. I'm angry at them. And I'm glad that they're and they're being sentenced. They're getting proper punishment.
Is this something that happens frequently or?
Arresting people, yes. But it's usually not for murder. It's usually for petty crimes, theft, disorderly conduct. Just regular things. A murder of a child is not something that happens. I can see the back of the court. They had the rope. It's going to happen today.
Did you know the child?
The child is familiar. I was a boy. Just very sad.
It's a big responsibility too for you as the sheriff to
Yes.
be the one to arrest them and know that their life is going to end.
And to find the child.
You found the child?
Mm-hmm. I have men. We all searched. I hear the mother crying. This is a child that came from a good family. They had money. The mother's there in the court.
What about the father?
The father too. I can see his jacket. He's got a gold watch cross, like a pocket watch.
Mm-hmm.
He's got his hat in his hands.
How does the town feel about something like this? Like all of the people in the town?
Angry, very angry and scared.
Has something like this ever happened before where there's been hangings in the town?
This feels like the first time.
So the town is angry at what's been happening with the children?
Yes.
Is there anybody, are there any people there that have compassion for the whole situation, trying to...
No, people want to hurt. They want vengeance. They want justice.
How do you feel about that?
I feel they're justified. I feel it would have been easier to shoot them.
Why didn't you?
Because I have morals.
So there's due process, there's like...
Yes, this is our version of due process. It's a small town. People know people. The judge is the banker. I mean, everybody's wearing many hats.
Is there anything else you do other than being a sheriff? Do you have other responsibilities?
No, it feels like this is all I do. Night and day. I help out where I can if somebody calls and they need help. I see myself chopping wood. I see myself helping with the horses.
Well, let's move to the end of that day and tell me how you're feeling at the end of that day.
Tired. Very tired. Wondering where God is. Why it happened.
Were they sentenced?
Yes. There's a lot of people wanting them sentenced and hung.
Who is the one that takes care of that?
The judge, the person sitting behind that bench.
The judge is the one that hangs the people? Or the men?
Sentence. There's men. There's regular men. There's nobody really. It's just my men.
Okay. So you're not part of that process? Do you have to witness?
No, I have to witness. Make sure it's done.
And how did the people feel after that? What was the reaction to the sentencing and the death of those two men?
I felt relief and justice that evil was conquered. But still sadness because, the child is no more. It's just an innocent life that had no need for this to happen. It was just a senseless murder. Just sad. It's sad. But there's also relief.
And do you feel relief?
I do. I feel like justice is served. And it was the right thing to do. I have righteous anger about it.
How do you come to the conclusion of having righteous anger? What makes you think that way?
Because there was no reason for an innocent life to die. There was no reason for them to do that. Other than for gold.
Was it an abduction or?
Yes, it was an abduction, a ransom,
Okay.
and the child died in their care. Well, in their care, under their watch. They didn't kill the child per se. The child had medical issues and was not given the proper care.
So they didn't actually murder the boy. The boy died
Under their care, yes.
Under their care.
See, he was there a while. Under neglectful conditions, horrid conditions, rats and dirt and unhygienic. It's dirty, very dirty.
Okay, well, let's leave that scene behind and let's move farther ahead in the life of that man to another important day. And tell me where you are now. What do you see around you?
I just see a rose. I don't see him anymore.
You see a rose?
I do. It's beautiful.
What's around the rose?
It's just the rose alone is glowing. It's like a white rose. Many petals. It's a big rose.
Is it attached to anything or in any kind of container?
No, it's just suspended right there. I can almost touch it.
What kind of feeling do you get from that?
It's really pretty. It's soft.
Are you just observing it or are you
Yeah, I'm observing
holding
everything
it
around me. I feel just suspended in this white light with this rose. It's so beautiful. It's just white light.
So the life of that man is left behind now?
It is.
You're not connected to that entity anymore?
No.
Do you feel anybody around you?
No, I just feel me. Me, but not me.
Well, what do you feel like you want to do with that flower?
I feel like the flower's a portal. I'm just going in. It almost like opened up to a portal of white light.
Are you in a body or
No,
how are you transporting yourself?
I'm not. I'm just floating. I'm floating and I just feel suspended in air.
Well, look around and see what else there is around you. Do you feel energy? Do you see
I feel energy.
color? Or?
Yes, I feel energy. I feel white shafts of light. I just feel like something's here.
Something's here in the energy?
Yes.
Like, describe that. What do you mean? A feeling or?
No, I feel like someone's here.
Well, use that.
I'm me again. I'm me again. I'm Eva. And something just said hello.
Well, who is saying hello? Let's ask.
Yes, it's been a long time.
And who am I speaking with right now?
Oh, my higher guide is here. She's here. I haven't talked to her in so long.
Who is your higher guide?
It's Anael. She's here.
Anael is here?
Yes.
And what is she saying to you?
And she's saying that it's been a long time. She's very happy to see me.
When was the last time you saw Anael?
It's been a few years. I could see her gold light body, but I can't see her face.
You can't see her face?
No, just her gold light body. Very tall.
Well, why don't you ask Anael if there's a reason why she's here today?
She said she's here for me and for us. She came earlier today.
When did she come earlier?
Early this morning, real early this morning. She knew we were going to be here today. She's saying hello, Suzanne.
Hello, Anael. Are you here to talk with us today, or are you just here observing?
It's been a long time. I'm here to talk.
You're here to talk. Well, welcome back.
Thank you.
Did you bring anybody else with you today?
Today I have the white light with me to assist you. I know you have questions.
Yes, we do. We have some questions today, but I want to make sure that Eva's deep enough that she's going to be able to integrate all of this energy that's going to come through.
Eva's here and she's very, very, very relaxed.
So she's okay?
Yes, she's okay. She's here. She can almost hear us.
Okay, so what is the white light? Can you describe that? Is that other beings that you've brought with you, or?
The white light is the energy that we're in. It's the energy that we give out. And it's the energy that we live in.
You live in that energy?
Yes.
Where is that energy? We hear that a lot, the white light.
The white light is part of you. It's inside of you and it comes out and it's around everyone. Everyone has access to that white light. Especially when the veil thins, most people can see it.
I think a lot of people see that when they're falling asleep. Is that true? They slip into that, or they're more aware that light is around them as they're falling asleep?
As they're falling asleep, but even when they're waking up, it's just in that glow of just before waking and sleep.
The somnambulistic state?
Yes.
That's cool. Well, it has been a while since we've been asking questions, so
it wasn't time.
What was the reason for the delay? Why has it been so long since Eva and I coordinated to do this?
Because you got into a pattern of your own lives and you were doing your own things. And I would say you were distracted by those, which is okay. It's not a bad thing. I mean, you're living here and you're here to live an experience. And in that moment of living your experience, you are going to be caught up with the moment of things and what this world has to give to you and present to you.
Well, there's been an awful lot of changes.
Yes.
In the last few years. And I know that, we have questions, but a lot of people have questions probably the same as what we're going to ask.
Yes.
But before we start, though, can we do a body scan today?
Yes.
Okay. And I would also like to be scanned, if that's okay.
Okay, it's done.
Okay. And we have Sophia here as well.
Sophia has good grounding energy.
She's very good. I also would like her to be scanned, though, like you used to do for Maggie.
Yes.
If that's okay. So Eva had a question right off the bat. She wanted me to clarify who you are and where you're from and who you reside with and who Sophia is. Not my Sophia.
Of course. I know Eva, all of Eva's questions. She wrote them down and I saw her writing them down. So to begin, just to let you know, I'm part of the collective of the White Light. I work with energy and source. And Sophia is also part of that White Light. She is on the same level as we are, and she works closely with the other integrative side of Creator. She is...
What do you mean by that?
Because Creator has facets. Picture it like a diamond. And each facet brings out its own light energy. And we're all part of that facet, but we're all one diamond.
Okay.
But we all bring forward our own gifts. So for Sophia, as you know, is about wisdom, and I'm about helping humanity, and everyone has a role in that facet, and the facet is big. And we all stay within our facets, but we all work cohesively as a unit. So imagine yourself wearing a ring with a diamond, and you move it around with your hand, and you see the different lights, the reflections, the colors, but the whole overall of it is just one beautiful entity, right?
Okay. So when you say source, what do you mean by source?
The highest, the creator, the creators that have created humanity and the planet.
Is that like an energy, or is that like beings, or what is
It's
that?
energy beings.
Energy
beings.
But that sounds plural.
Yes.
Like,
because we're not just one. There's a one creator above, but there's all of us work together as a team. We work together. The one you call Yahusha, the one you call Jesus, he's part of that team. And in that team, there's angels, and there's entities that are also gifted with lights and with energy that is given to them. Each one has a role to play. And together we make one.
Okay. And I understand that because I've been pulled up into that a long time ago. And it did feel like all one big bowl of soup that we were all in. We were all souls, and we all,
yes.
you kind of know everything.
You are a light being. So when you come to the light and you come back to your creator, you become part of the creator.
So does everybody go back to the same creator?
Everybody goes back to the light, to that one big collective. One big collective is how I would see it.
Even beings that we feel are negative, or
the beings that everyone has to go back to source, back to creator, and those beings are terminated.
Terminated?
Judged and terminated, yes.
So there really is judgment when you go back.
Souls die.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know that. So when they say that God or source is an all-loving being, there's still justice that has to be served.
Everything has an order, and our Father has order. Everything is mathematically perfected and perfection.
So why am I feeling like my team's talking to me too? And I hear recycling of souls. Is that something that happens? People get misled when they pass away, and they are recycled, and brought back, or
Recycling of souls is just the souls that are coming back to be cleansed, and they can choose to stay and remain part of Source, or they can go back and have more experiences.
and where would they go? Sorry, back to Earth, or is there other locations they can go to?
There are many places in the realm, in the kingdom, and in what you will call the universe. There are many places you can choose to go.
Okay. So I just have just since you mentioned Yahusha and Jesus, there's so much talk about the right name, the wrong name. His name is Jesus. His name is Yahweh. His name is Yahusha. His name is Yeshua. Like, does it really matter?
No.
How does he feel about that?
Because he is. He already told everyone and all humanity he is.
He is what?
He is. I am. He is the light. I am the creator. I am the father. We all wear, picture it like someone wearing many hats, like yourself. You're a mom, you're a healer, you're a child, you're a godmother, you're a grandmother. We wear titles and hats. The creator is. He just is. And then it's human nature to give titles and names, and it's just a human thing.
So Jesus, though, actually walked on the earth. Is that correct, or is that just not correct?
Jesus walked the earth.
And that is the same being we're discussing with the name Yahusha. Jesus. Yes. Yeshua.
Depending on the language of his time, he would not be known as Jesus.
Right.
When they called him Master. They called him the Christ. They called him many names.
Okay, so
his mother called him Yeshua, Yahusha. It doesn't matter. Because at the end, it's what is his purpose, is what he came here to do.
Okay. So he knows if we're calling on him in whatever name, he knows we're referring to him.
Yes, the Greeks called him Jesus. It's just a derivative of Jesus.
Okay.
But he is that light. He is the light of the world. He is the light inside of you. He is the light inside of us. He is the light that illuminates. Without him, there would be no salvation for anyone.
Yeah, I feel his energy all the time.
That's correct. He carries his Father's light, which was dimmed from him for a very, very short time. But it was re-given to him.
Wow. Okay. So the truth is that Jesus was real.
Yes.
Okay. So there shouldn't really be debates about naming him. We should just be maybe connecting with him through our heart.
Naming is a human emotion.
Right.
We name our children, we name our pets, we name our house, we name our car. You name everything. It's a human emotion too. But the Father wants to be known as I am. He is. He is the creator of the universe. He is the creator of you and myself and Eva and everything that you see, everything that your eye touches.
Okay.
He is.
Well, knowing that now, what part of the message that Jesus brought to the planet here, to humanity, what matters the most for humanity now from what he was trying to teach us?
When he came, he taught unity and love. This is where the feeling of like God is all loving. He is. He is all loving and sacrificing, and he sacrificed his only begotten Son, but his purpose here was to unify. He wanted to gather the people. He said so at his death. Before his death, he said how I wanted to gather you. So there's too much division in your world. You have forgotten where you've come from. You've forgotten your purpose is to be unified and at peace. But you have created so many obstacles. It's all human-made. Obstacles of division with who we are, division with who Father is, his names, his purposes. You've called him. You may call him Allah. You may call him Yahweh. You may call him Yahusha, Yahuwah. But at the end, he is your creator. He is the creator of all. And he is the same one by any other name.
Okay. Well,
he hasn't changed.
I want to touch on some of the questions we have here. We've answered a few there, actually, slipped them in. Can you tell us, like, the current state of humanity right now, and what is it as a whole that we are misunderstanding or not understanding as a race for humanity?
Make it very simple for you, Suzanne. You've forgotten to love each other. You've forgotten to love each other. True love. There's no more respect. There's no more true love for and concern for your fellow man. There's only love for yourself, what you can get out of someone else, and if it doesn't benefit you, you walk away.
But that's not true. A lot of people sacrifice and, go out of their way to help other people without acknowledgement and without being recognized. And they may not be doing it for that person, but it's a human state.
There are many, and they're recognized by the Father. But what happened is you've been infiltrated. You've been infiltrated by the darkness. You've been infiltrated by these energies that are not of God's light. They're principalities that are here only for the sole purpose of destroying humanity, God, the Father's creation.
So is this why people keep the same?
And you keep repeating yourself in history? Yes.
I haven't even told you that question yet, and that's what I'm going to say. Why do we keep circling back and hearing about collapse and darkness? And
because you are living under that shadow, but it's an illusion. It's an illusion, and if you believe that illusion enough, you will let it conquer you. You have to bring forward the Creator's light and believe in that, and believe in Him. Go under His shadow, under His wings, and know that when you go to Him, you are protected. You are loved. You are the most dear and precious thing to Him. He made you.
But how do people get to that state of mind when there's so much crazy things going on around the world? There's so many things being discovered and coming out of the woodwork, and all of this, the things that have been hidden from humanity.
There are many things that have been hidden, and there are many things that are yet to come.
But why the secrecy?
Because the secrecy is not through humanity. The secrecy is through the entities that are keeping it. They've done evil things, and they don't want it out there. They don't want the exposure.
But people would say, if God loves us all and there's judgment, why is he allowing these horrible things to happen? And then when the entity goes back to Him, then He takes care of them. Why let humanity suffer in the way that it is?
Your purpose is to grow. Hence the recycling of souls. Your purpose is to grow. And the Father can make you. But there's this little thing, Suzanne. It's called free will. Do you have free will if you're constantly being controlled, manipulated to go the way He wants it to go? It's going to go there eventually. But for now, you have, as humanity, you have to collectively grow. There's been a shift. You have been.
What do you mean?
Actually, you have been awakening to a lot.
Like humanity in general?
Yes. You are shifting. You are growing. It's going to take you still a while. And it's going to be a lot to process before you can get there. But until you collectively all get there, you are your own worst enemies. You're constantly creating things to replace yourselves. There's nothing other than you. You were made perfect. You don't need anything else. But yet here we are.
What do you mean by that? What are we creating?
You're creating more beings. Godlike beings. But it's all artificial. It's fake. You're creating your replacements.
So you're talking about AI?
Yes. They're portals. They're portals for entities to inhabit. Not everything is for the highest good.
So who's behind creating AI then?
It's not you, and it's not those of the light.
So you hear people creating these devices and anything to do with AI, and they present it to the world like it's good for the world. It's going to help them advance. It's going to help them with their work. It's going to, help them achieve their goals.
Everything starts off for the benefit of others.
But can it actually be that way?
It can. Can a machine live with humans? Of course. But again, what world are you guys living in? You are living in a heavy, dense, corrupted world. So what do you think is going to happen to the things you create? All the best of intentions will always fall into the hands of those that don't have the best of intentions.
But how can the average person protect themselves from that?
The average person has to be discerning and know, in a sense. If they don't know, it's very simple. They just ask. Ask for that discernment. Ask. I think humanity has forgotten to ask and reach out.
So you're saying
it's not complicated.
You're saying that AI is still a valuable tool?
Yes, it can be, in the right hands. Has humanity collectively gotten to the point where you are all living in peace and harmony?
No.
So how is this going to create peace and harmony?
I don't know.
Exactly. It won't.
One of my questions to do with AI was that for people that are starting businesses and trying to get their work out there, and they're using AI to help develop their business, let's say, is that the way to go, or is the old form of marketing more authentic to get your information out there? Like, I see so many posts that come through the internet where, take this course for $19 and it's going to teach you how to do this, right? And it's all generated by AI. They even clone the person. They clone the person and make all these videos in 30 seconds, but where's the authenticity in that? How does that stay connected to the person who's going to really be teaching you? So my question is the old way better, or the new way of promotion and marketing and things like that?
The purpose of humanity is to evolve and grow. They're perfect. They haven't evolved and grown to the capacity that they can be yet. So they use tools. Since the dawn of man, you have used tools. You need fire. You need something to kill and hunt with. So you created the tools. It's beneficial, correct?
Yes.
It allowed you to trap the animal, catch the animal. Now you have this animal, you're not going to cut it with your hands. So you developed the tools, a knife to cut it open, to sear it. You've created tools to shelter you from the weather, correct?
Yeah.
But a knife is just a knife until it's wielded with bad intention. So everything you create for the good. You just have to be aware that the good is not overtaken by the evil, and that the same tools are used against you. So yes, you can use AI if it's going to enhance, it's going to help you be creative, use your imagination to grow. But if you're using the tool to manipulate and control a human who's supposed to have free will, then it's not being used in the right order. We're just letting you know to be aware, be careful, stay vigilant, pray about it, ask. If you don't believe, for those who don't believe in prayer, ask and listen for the answer.
Right. I think people forget to connect to their inner self and their inner awareness and their knowing.
That's why I said earlier, you have the light. So if you don't go to the light and that source inside of you to ask and connect and use it on a daily basis, it becomes rusty. It becomes not something you would go to originally or first. You would be outsourcing, trying to look everywhere outside of yourselves when you have the answers inside of yourselves. You are created with heart, intelligence, and power beyond. But only when you're connected to the light source, to the Father. When you disconnect from the Father, you lose your way. It's no different than a muscle. You have to use it daily to have it shining bright and strong.
Okay. Well, there's some good questions here that we have. There's quite a few of them I want to... What do you feel is important right now for humanity that we could touch on? Because there's a lot of concerns about the healthcare system, the financial system, and the fact that innovators and inventors, they get targeted as they're trying to advance humanity. You know,
the purpose of Creator, and He has given you free will, was to advance and keep growing and become to your fullest potential, to eventually become like us, like Him. But there's so many obstacles and distractions, and they're caused also not just by yourselves, but things outside of your control, outside of yourselves, but being aware that they're there and protecting and not letting them affect your energetic field is needed. Discernment is needed. You get that discernment from asking.
Okay.
You have what you guys call that little voice inside of you.
Yeah.
It's time to use that little voice and find a way to connect. It's a battle of light versus dark. And it's not always going to be pretty. And a lot of you will fall. That doesn't mean that the darkness is winning. On the contrary, you are all collectively starting to unite in a sense. Even though there's a lot of divisiveness in the world, it's just manipulation.
Okay.
It's manipulation. A lot of people are starting to become aware and know better.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna ask you a couple questions directly, if that's okay. Even though you're telling us we need to ask our own guidance, but we have you here, and we're grateful that you're here.
I'm part of that guidance.
Yeah.
That's why you're asking, correct?
Yeah. Okay. So, with so much conflicting advice about health and medicine, what principles should people use to make grounded decisions for themselves when it comes to their health, their body, their physical being, their emotional being? And has disease been created like by the person that has the disease, or is it a outside influence causing disease? So this is about health.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when you were created perfect.
Right.
Without disease. Imperfection came through choice. Everything is through choice.
Even before the baby is born? Because some
Yes, because you're a soul, remember that.
Okay.
The soul is growing, we're correct? So you're a soul, even through babies. So humanity has made a choice to, when the baby comes in the world, it depends on the food that you eat. Is the food in the soil contaminated? It starts from the root.
Yeah.
Okay? So from there, You hear of children dying, but that's... A child didn't have time to eat the proper nutrition. It starts from the womb. It starts for how the mother was.
Okay.
Okay? So, it's all... There are outside influences beyond your control. Okay? When it comes to your health. Unfortunately, the planet is the way it is. The soil is the way it is. The water is the way it is. All caused by humans. Okay? Now, your health, you can use your mind. The power of the mind is very strong to heal. But that in itself is what you need to use. It's not enough. It's what you need to use to change. Make concrete changes to your life.
For your health.
For your health.
What about talking directly to your body?
Use the knowledgeable people around you. You don't have to stick with the opinions of one physician, one healthcare practitioner. You have so many. You have the internet. You have your AI. There's different sources you can access. You are a collective. You can access yourself's information. People have gone through this before you. People who have walked your path. For example, someone who had, a cancer. Then that person who had, let's say, stomach cancer, they can collectively find people who went through that situation, how they overcame it. Your mindset is your biggest ally or your biggest deterrent.
Okay. Do you see any advancements in the medical field coming forward, like med beds, or is that even a real thing? There's a lot of controversy about that as well, but I've seen a surge in healing devices, PEMA devices,
Yes.
things that amplify your frequency.
The power of the mind is incredible. You connect through source through frequency. Your whole planet is a frequency. Your own planet is on a frequency, is it not?
Yes.
Your Wi-Fi is a frequency. We live in a world of water is frequency. We are all energetic beings picking up these frequencies. So change the channel if you don't like the frequency you're on. And you can do this through devices, of course. Of course, this is where you're using your intelligence combined with artificial intelligence to create more and be more in terms of growing your healthcare. The old system is falling away. But when something leaves a vacuum, something else has to replace it. And humanity, collectively, like I said, is growing to a place where you are working towards making things happen and releasing the truth to all of you out there.
How would a person deal with the resistance when the truth is coming out and there is resistance to humanity having being able to access these things that help them with their health? There's a lot of resistance. There's a lot of blocking on the internet. There's a lot of, the physicians, a lot of them will talk down to their clients and try to push them away from doing the right thing for their own health. How can they overcome that? There's a lot of fear-based still in the health sector.
There's a lot of misinformation. There's a lot of noise. You have successfully created a lot of noise around yourselves. And not just when I say you, I don't mean you, the small, the individual. I'm talking about higher above powers that want to keep the control. But things always get through. And you know what you have? What humanity has? Word of mouth.
Yes.
They can't stop word of mouth. It will spread. It is spreading. Unfortunately, they can't block everything. It takes time. But in that time that they took them to block it, some people have seen it already.
Yeah.
And it spreads. And then it's like water. You can't, it flows. You can't stop it. it can't be stopped.
So then there's good things coming for humanity
Yes,
then.
you have made a lot of advancements. Look at where you were to where you are. Are you still at the place where you can be? There's a lot of technology that's been hidden. You are uncovering it.
Do you,
Well done.
your collective there in the white light, do you have any access to make these things be discovered quicker? Like, are you actually allowed to help us with that? You say you're here for guidance.
Mm-hmm.
Like, can't you guys just speed it up a bit?
We do. We do, Suzanne. The problem is you're not listening. You can't hear us. Your frequency is tuned differently. Our frequencies are different. So unless we're on the same channel, we're not hearing each other.
Well, a lot of people are tuning in more, though.
That's right. That's why you're hearing us.
There's a lot more.
You are. You're
channeling
hearing us.
Yeah.
So we cannot change your free will. We cannot interfere in your free will.
Is that frustrating for you guys as a collective?
Well, we don't have that emotion as frustrating. We don't have that emotion.
Okay.
We just emit the light, and then we leave it to you to connect with it.
Okay. Let's shift gears here, because there's a lot going on around Greenland. Can you tell us what's going on with that? What is happening? There's been a lot of talk over the WEF and just different countries all wanting that little country.
From above, the planet is one. Are there portals? Yes. Are portals we enter through? Yes. Are portals we leave from? Yes. Has there been manipulation of these portals? Correct. So,
Is Greenland a portal?
Greenland is, and it's not just a portal. It's not about one thing. You want resources. Powers that be want these resources. They want the technology. So there's a combination of resources and technology.
What
and
is
passages.
Okay, let's stop for a second. Can you describe what you mean by what is a portal? And I want to apologize that Sophia keeps coming in and out here. She's not used to sessions like this.
That's okay, the energy is strong.
And yeah, I want everybody to know that. I apologize for that. Can you explain what you mean by a portal? And does it give access to people, or like
portals is
like in Greenland specifically?
Entrances and exits.
Okay.
So when a human passes, the soul goes through portals, correct?
Right.
To get back to the light, back to source. If you choose to go to source or not. Again, it's free will. Free will doesn't just stop because you're in a carnal suit. Free will is given to the soul as well. So those are what I mean by portals.
And there's portals in Greenland.
There's a portal in Greenland. Greenland is part of the sacred protection. It will be protected. But it's also at a location that's part of the Arctic. Humanity wants to control everything, not just the portals. They want to control the passages. They want to control the resources. Greenland has resources. It has minerals.
But so
it's an easier route to get to if you're trading. It doesn't have just one thing that they're after.
But my thought on that is that all countries have minerals and different things like that. Like, look at Canada. We're all one landmass with North America.
Yes.
So
yes, and this is every landmass has its own resources. You don't have all the resources. Some countries are lacking some resources that another country has, and it needs to trade fairly, or take it by force, or for whatever reason, rather than share freely, because God, Father, has given you freely, you created your own boundaries. Everything is man-made.
So what is the best for Greenland at this time? Like, we see the US trying to protect it, they say, and other countries wanting to get there before them. It just seems like they're racing. Like, who really wants to protect the country? Does anybody?
The people of Greenland. The people of Greenland are going to protect Greenland. It was fine up to 10 years ago. It was fine 5 years ago.
But the world is different now, though.
That's right.
There's a lot more hostility now.
That's correct. That's why I said in the beginning when I came in, I told you that it was a heaviness on the planet and that every person is out for their own gain. And every person, meaning not it starts above and trickles down to humanity. So there's principalities that are there for their own gain. They want to destroy Father's creation. There are then there's powerful people with a lot of money, and they want what they want. It comes down to controlling the masses.
What do you feel about the President of the United States and his idea to buy the country? Has he got good intentions? And I'm not partial either way, I'm just curious.
The President of the United States is a human being with a lot of flaws. He's trying to do some good, but he's hiding a lot of flaws. And he's also has knowledge of things that humanity does not have knowledge of. He knows where portals are. He knows where access to minerals are. He knows the port routes. He knows the military. He has access to that. But he's one human trying to do what benefits his masters.
And what do you mean by his masters? Is he controlled?
Yes.
By good or
No. not
by good?
No.
Is there a principality over North America?
Yes.
And who's in control of that?
Old principality. Old. Since the dawn of time.
And it's a negative principality?
Yes.
Is there any hope for a positive principality coming in? Over North America?
There is a very, very divisive state over the country. And it's good versus evil. Everyone thinks they're right, but what they have not grasped is coming together in love. It's anger, so much anger. And the anger is what feeds this entity as it gets stronger and stronger. And you will not defeat it with anger. You will defeat it with unity. America forgot where it came from. When united they stood, and now divided they'll fall.
Who am I speaking to right now?
You're still speaking to Anael.
Is there somebody else coming in that wants to speak? I feel a shift in your energy.
Yeah, Creator is speaking through me.
Creator?
Yes, very saddened at the state of humanity. They have forgotten the sacrifices of my son. The message of unity and love. The gathering. To be collectively one. The things that I see are not conducive to allowing this planet to thrive. And there will have to be interference.
What do you mean? And thank you for coming through.
You're welcome. There will be interference. I will have to make a decision. I have made a decision. Everything is as it should be, Suzanne. My people are protected. I know who is causing all this. I know everyone's hearts. Everyone. Every single one. Nothing is hidden in the darkest of the darkest worlds. All those tunnels, all those bunkers, I see them all. I see what goes on in the darkest places that humanity thinks they've hidden from me. I see who controls them and who they worship. And it will all end.
I'm going to ask you to speak a little louder too, please. And all of this weather that's going over the last week or so, and it's just hitting globally. Is that your hand, or is that?
No, that's everything to this point is caused by humanity. It's what you've done over the years. It's what you're doing now. It's manipulation, your technology that was given to you by entities that you think are from here and there, but they've always been here.
Are they controlling the weather that's going on right now?
Some of it, not all of it.
So like Europe was just devastated with, if I'm getting correct information online, with these hurricanes and floods and...
It's the planet. The planet is sick. You are destroying my planet. And like I've said before, I will destroy those who are destroying the earth. Every single one of them. This was not the purpose. You've caused imprisonment of you, my people. You've rejected my son, and I will reject those that rejected him.
But when NAL was saying people have free will, if they're not aware that maybe they do understand who your son is previously to coming here, how does that, like, if they come back to experience more and forget who Jesus is, then what happens?
When the day comes, everyone will know. You're on the precipice of change. You have been given free will. And the free will that you've been given is very divided. You have half who are using it properly, and you have half that are not, and they know what they're doing. The innocents don't know. The sheep doesn't know what the wolf is planning. The sheep just wants to eat grass and live. The wolf is cunning. The wolf is making the plans. Just the sheep, be wary of the wolf, and you can only do so much.
So your children, the ones who love you and are devoted to...
They're blessed, and they're protected.
So they'll never have to worry. That was one of my questions, was how does humanity prepare, or is there even anything we need to do to prepare? Is there something coming that's going to make a...
Just be vigilant. You can connect and ask, and your answers shall be given to you. A lot of you already know what to do. So it's time to stop looking for excuses.
Is there anything you'd like to say to humanity while you're here?
You are very loved and cherished, and I know that you will rise, and you will be victorious over the grip that evil has over your planet, over you, and over your sovereignty. I have created you sovereign. Be sovereign.
How, like you tell us to be sovereign, yet when people are trying to be that way and like trying to help advance humanity with...
As long as you're sovereign in your soul and you've done the things I've asked, then there's nothing to worry. You can't control the wolf again. Can't stop him. If the wolf comes, all you can do is defend yourself. And your life is not lost. Your soul will come back to me. If you shall lose that battle, there's nothing to fear. You've lost the battle. I know you've lost the battle. Come to me, and I shall restore you, and you shall be victorious. My son lost the battle, and now he's come to me, and he's victorious. He is the example we should all be following.
What kind of timeline are we looking at here before, you know, the majority of people, the humanity that does hold love in their heart, or they're trying real hard to live that kind of life? When is that day going to come when peace comes back and we can all just take a big breath and exhale? Because there's so much going on, like everywhere. It's not the same world since 2020. And it's a lot. It's a lot on the average person. People are struggling financially. They can't buy food. You know, the governments are making it impossible in some countries for...
It's all man-made. You are being controlled, and unfortunately, there's not much the one can do, but together, collectively, you can defeat the darkness, expose the lies, expose the evil, keep exposing it for what it is.
But how do people survive in the meantime when they can't buy food for their children or pay their rent?
Did I not say that in the end times this would happen?
Is this the end times?
You are in the end times. The day I shall not reveal. Just stay vigilant. And don't have fear. Fear feeds the dark, the entity. The frequency of fear is what feeds what you don't want. Have a frequency of love. Have a frequency of faith. Have a frequency of connection with me, and you will succeed.
Well, that sounds like a pretty good place to almost end. I mean, we have Creator here. Is there anybody else who would like to step forward and maybe say something for humanity at this time? Before I go into the personal questions for Eva?
No, I will return you back to Anael.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. You had questions, Suzanne?
Is there anything else you want to share about anything? Like, it's been so long. Is there anything great coming on the horizon? Like, for
right
us?
now? It's only so much I can share with you. And this is something that has to, like, just be told. It's going to get darkest before the dawn.
How can it get any darker than it is?
Trust me, it can.
Will there be, like, people grouping together and...
Many will die, Suzanne. Put it this way.
Is that because of an event coming or
Many
weather or
will
something?
Die. Yes, they're man-made events. All of it is man-made events, and that's why eventually Creator is going to interfere. That's when Creator is going to interfere. We don't know when. Creator will interfere.
So there'll be something catastrophic happening?
If Creator doesn't interfere, your race will cease to exist. And we can't have that.
I was going to say.
We cannot have that. You will be victorious. Those that survive will be victorious. The regime will fall. Satan, his minions, everyone, the whole energy grid of that negative energy grid will fall. It will collapse.
Is it going to be a long time from now, or will it be in our generation? Like, is Eva going to be around to make bread for me and stuff? Like,
how did we know this was coming?
I already joked.
we know where you're at. Your life path is going to be to supersede this, so
okay.
You don't have to worry about it.
Okay, well, I want to be available.
And you
to
will be
help people.
given, if you are put in the fire, you will be given the strength. Daniel was put in the fire.
I don't want to go in the fire.
That's correct. We know you will.
No, I don't agree to any of that.
That's correct. We know your will.
Right.
You have chosen and you have made your own choices, correct?
Yeah.
That's it. And the choices don't just affect they affect your soul, not
Right.
just your carnal body.
I got a pretty strong soul.
That's right.
Back here with me.
Hi! Clint
really?
Eastwood, I was a big fan.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, I think I watched Wyatt Earp. I watched all those.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that was cool.
But
actually.
it explains a lot, though.
But I'll tell you.
And this feeling of being a man. Sometimes I feel like I was a man once in another life. Like
You probably have been.
I probably had. Yeah, of
probably-
course. No, 100% I have.
I just thought, you know what? Like, when you went into a past life, I'm like, I got to keep going on this because, like, I know we could pull an NEL through so much earlier without going through a past life, but
this shows that we can't control. We're gonna go where we're gonna go, and we can't just call NAL and say, "Hey, show up here and be here."
Yeah.
It's like when you said, "Let's move on." All of a sudden, it's like I went back into the place I was when I first started.
yeah.
And then this beautiful flower came up, and it's like from there I just became part of it and just started moving into it. And then
Did you feel the energy of Creator coming in?
No.
Because I felt it.
No, I did not.
I was like, okay, this isn't NEL.
No, I just
It
felt
is, but it
the voice change.
Yeah.
But I don't remember the energy and the shift. It was so seamless. I can't remember.
Well, it is for you now. It never used to be, but
Yeah.
you know, Creator came in. I was like surprised.
Yeah. No.
That frequency.
Yeah. That's shocking to me because I didn't feel the shift in energy at all.
Wow.
It was just very seamless, and I just
Yeah.
didn't feel. I did feel my body like I had chills. There's several.
Oh, your feet were.
Yeah, there
people can't see, but your feet were moving.
several occasions where my body had this vibration going through it.
Yeah. When she gets more firm, your energy shifts. Like,
Yeah.
it's almost like I've told you this 100 times, but I'm going to tell you again.
Yeah.
You
It's
know.
just a reminder. Yeah. That it's
she-
been a long time since we've connected with her, and so we don't, and we're human, and we don't always remember. You know what, Suzanne? We live a few years, so to us, we don't see major shifts in these few years.
Yeah.
So we want it all yesterday, and then it's not probably going to happen yesterday or even in our lifetime.
Well, no, things are going to happen in our lifetime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying from my perspective now. I'm not channeling anybody, so
Well,
I just feel like
I have to go
we
back
have things
and-
that are happening in our lifetime, but
Big things are coming, I think.
yeah,
And-
more is coming. Yes.
And it's always, of course, that information comes out after we start doing the personal questions, so I have to edit it
Yeah.
so that I get those last few words in because they're like important. You
well,
know?
my body's starting to give out, right?
Oh, I know.
So it's
But-
only so much energy you can hold, and
Yeah.
eventually the body needs things, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll let you.
Get a glass
I
of
got
water.
coffee
and
on.
I can
and-
smell it. It smells good. I
It's
can't wait.
So good. It's like real good coffee.
I can smell it.
We did
Oh.
coffee research, so we got good
Oh
coffee.
yes.
We grind our own
I'll
beans.
tell you all about the coffee people that were on Dragon's Den yesterday with their oxygenated stuff, and
Oh,
yeah, I'll tell you all about it.
all right. Well, thank you everybody for
Thank you.
watching.
Thank you for watching.
And we'll see you again.
Bye.